Hey everybody, this is Matthew with Forging Your Legend, where we help people turn their toughest battles into their greatest legends. Today, I want to share a quick perspective with you on your relationship with your limbic brain. Your relationship with your limbic brain is like many other relationships in your life, in that the foundation of it is trust. So let's say you've been in a relationship for a few years, and one of you's traveling and the other one texts and that person doesn't get back to them that night when they're normally pretty good about communicating. Now, when you have a good foundation of trust, what's going to happen there? They might be a little worried, might be a little bit of a, oh, what's going on? But they'll be okay because you've got a foundation of trust. You've established with your behavior over time that things are good, you're fine, and they'll probably just assume, okay, something just came up or they fell asleep, whatever. Now, if you don't have that foundation of trust, for example, if you have just had a conversation where you said, yeah, I don't know if I want to be with you anymore, and there's somebody else I'm kind of interested in, that will turn into a massive problem very quickly, and it will rightly cause the other person anxiety when you don't text them back. Now, that's just one example, but your limbic brain is pretty similar. If you have a pattern of listening to it, trying to take into account what it needs, not listening to it like listening to its fears, but hearing the needs underneath, trying to soothe it, trying to be kind to yourself, balancing going after things you want with also being okay with who you are, doing your rounds, regulating practices, you will have a strong foundation so that when your limbic brain has something come up, let's say you go into a new situation and your limbic brain is having some chatter about it, it's getting anxious about it, and you say, nope, we're okay, we're safe, your limbic brain is much more likely to listen to you and trust you in that moment if you've got that foundation of trust from before. However, if you don't have those things, if you've tended to ignore your needs and not regulated and pushed beyond your limits over and over, etc., your limbic brain will not trust you at all, and it will think, I have to raise this alarm because clearly he or she has completely lost the plot and is not trying to take care of our safety anymore. So that trust is built on a few things. One is a mutual sense that you both care about each other and the common good. So with a human relationship, it'd be just caring about each other's well-being and the health of the relationship. With your limbic brain, it would be you both care about the safety of you as a person. You both care about you being happy and well and secure and successful and all that stuff. Another thing is consistency. You need to show a consistent pattern of the behavior that shows trust. Your regulation practices every day. When you have a tough day, you're kind to yourself instead of beating yourself up, etc. Another one that can be important is having experiences where things actually went wrong. A rupture happened, so to speak, but then it was repaired successfully. And so there's a lot of things that go into trust, but ultimately, just like in a human relationship, if there hasn't been a lot of trust, don't expect the trust to be built overnight. It's going to take time. That's where you have to be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, try to move forward and do what you can, but also know that your limbic brain needs time to trust you again, because whether it was through ignoring yourself and ignoring your needs or not knowing how to meet them at all, or through some kind of injury that happened all of a sudden through no fault of your own, there is a breach of trust that's happened with your limbic brain, and you're rebuilding that trust. No different than if there was cheating in a relationship or something else happened through nobody's fault that just made the relationship feel rocky. You rebuild it. Doesn't mean you give up on it, though. There are situations where you give up on it in human terms, but you don't get to do that with your limbic brain. You stick it out, you see it through, you find a way to build that relationship back in trust and in love, no matter what it takes. So just remember that it is about trust, and it is a relationship. You need to put time and energy and care into that. And with that, you will have a much better life. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching. You can find more at forgingyourlegend.com. If you found this helpful, give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, etc. And I hope you make it a beautiful day. I believe in you. Keep going.